All right. So I'm just uploading this directly to webcam because I just had to convert everything and just put it into 10-minute segments and just it was awful. But this is the third part of the interview or third part of the application. It's called Afterthoughts, and it's just sort of reflection on how the interview went. Now, most of my raw emotions and most of my immediate reactions were sort of jumbled up, like after the interview, because I was late for work and I had to drive and I had to do all this other stuff. Um, but I do have some thoughts on how it went. I think it could have been better. There was some really good things and some really powerful things that I felt were said. Uh, Most of the things that he talked about I found were interesting, especially things that were about how everyone is connected by that same struggle of uh, finding their passion. Since he was since he is the son of Teresa Engelhardt, who's the the owner of Cafe Gratitude, I would figure that he just sort of inherited his passion, but uh, I shouldn't. I mean, I don't think that's ever really the case. I think that even if the offspring of, or even if the son and daughter of somebody that's very passionate has the same passion, I think that at some point they make it their own somehow. They, you know, they develop it more, or they do something else with it. And I think that was the case with Riley. Um, as some of the things that affected me um, were sort of his attitude about how it's never too late to start something, and I've felt a pressure. Like I'm going to my brother's graduation. He's my twin brother, so we've been at like the same level all this time, and I'm going to his graduation, and a lot of the things that I'm battling with is, or a lot of the feelings that I'm battling with is, on one hand, I'm really happy for him, but on the other hand, I'm like, man, like, what am I doing? Like, I should be graduating too. Um, but I understand that I can't. I'm not one of those people that'll be able to like pull through university or college if I'm in going in a direction aimlessly, or if I'm going somewhere that I don't want to be. And so it was really like that's something that I took away from that. That it's never too late. The story that he had about I think it was like a 100-year-old woman celebrating her birthday. That was talking about I wanted to become a ballerina, so I became a ballerina when I was like 45. And age, I think, is one of the strongest, most effective limitations that we place on ourselves. That we say, okay, it's I'm too old, or I'm like I don't have enough time to do such and such. Like time is one of the greatest limitations, even in some to some extent more powerful than just unconfidence because it just magnifies everything. Um, let's see. Another thing that I noticed that is that I say a lot. Uh, Hopefully I didn't say it that much in the interview, but when I was uploading videos, I sort of realized that. Let's see, what else affected me? I was touched by how he struggled. Like I was struck by how he struggled with like learning disabilities and how he had ADD and stuff like that. And I think that was sort of the big obstacle that he overcame. I wish one of the things that I wish I had done was I wish I had sort of fleshed out more concretely um, what where he got the inspiration from, or where he got all these powerful messages from. At the same time, I felt like it was a little bit of a touchy subject because at one point he mentioned that that an event happened that really jarred him, that really shook him up, and I didn't want to press into that because I felt it was a little bit personal. But at the same time, um, I think that there was something there that I could have at least helped develop, or at least helped him define. In the beginning, I was it was I was sort of I don't know. It was sort of like I accidentally like took it out of interviewing because I was like so amazed to like actually meet him. And yeah, I mean he had a lot of good stuff to say, like his mantra, like his be love tattoos, like on the forearms. Something else that I felt is when I talked to him about my story, my intention was here's my story. What's your story? But I don't think it went over that well. I feel as if when I said that, he said he took it as no, you still have time, you can still do this, you like don't be sad, like almost like therapy, which was not my intention at all, and it's kind of threw me off. uh it sort of like switched gears on me really fast because I was like, wait, I should have said, wait, I'm not unhappy, and I'm not unhappy. I'm just a little lost. I just want to know like how to reach my full potential. So I wish I had clarified myself more during the interview. Let's see. So any thoughts on it? But yeah, no. When recently, I found out like about that my coworkers in College Pro and how they're doing and how they're making like tons and tons of money. And every time like I think about College Pro, which is the business I ran, the painting business, I'm just filled with like it's almost like a wave of self doubt and like just some sort of like monster that I like I don't know, it's hard to turn an experience like that into something beneficial. But I feel like I feel like Riley saw something good in it. And when he told me that when people are on their deathbed, nobody says like I wish I hadn't done that. Like nobody says that. Nobody says like oh that was a horrible thing that I okay maybe that, but no one says like I wish I hadn't tried, or I wish I hadn't asked so and so out, or I wish I hadn't done this and that. And I feel like a lot of my life I've lived like that, which is a good thing, but I've also felt like that was a pressure, like I should do this, I should do that, I should do this, instead of sort of focusing and narrowing what I really want to do, finding out what I really want to do and taking steps instead of just doing things impulsively. And that's how I think. I mean, the second question is how this will affect when I'm on the road. This interview that I just did, I I was really scared, almost not scared, but sort of shy and um, sort of pessimistic because I really wanted to interview the guy from Three Twins. I really wanted to do that. He had a really good story, and I knew that it could be a really good interview. That didn't work out. I tried. I called him 3 times, or left him an email, I left him a voice message, and I tried to ambush him at his own ice cream store. So, I mean, I did. I mean, the only other thing I could have done is just tracked him down at his own house and just like say, "Hey, we got an interview," uh, but that didn't work. But I was really grateful that the the interview with Riley did pan out, because I was prepared just to walk down through the rest of San Rafael, just being like, "Hey, are you here? Like, great, can I interview you? It's for Road Trip Nation," and I was really grateful that I managed to get his phone number. I managed to call him. It's about to hit 10 minutes, so if it breaks up, then I'll